Hi, my name is Ash. If you're new here, hi. If you're not, welcome back. So today I'm gonna be talking about how living in Japan actually makes me feel like. As I have posted some videos about my days in Japan, I hope you guys really enjoy that, and then I hope that should be the reason why you guys are watching this right now. But I've never mentioned about how I feel about my life in Japan. So this time, I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion about how living in Japan actually is. So I am still a high school student, and then I go to pretty good school, which two of the previous Japanese prime ministers have ever graduated from. First of all, school life in Japan pretty sucks. And you must study like 10 plus hours almost every single day to get 8 plus on each test.
Stop it. Get some help.
And when it comes to study for uni exam, like uni entrance exam, you gotta study like 12 hours almost like every single day to go to good school. And which all means that you have no free time to hang out with your classmates or friends after school. And as classes are not built based on future, students always get bored, which almost all the students are complaining about in Japan. Well, I just turned a fan on, so it might be annoying for you guys, but please be nice to me. So yeah, and however, we still got pros, which is club activities. And those club activities are basically all about arts, music, or mainly sports. And you guys might have ever watched or heard of the anime called Haikyuu. If you haven't, like definitely check that out. Well, I'm not saying that things happen in Haikyuu also happen in real life. Like we experience like things which are nearly close to that, but not exactly. Well, I was actually a captain of a handball team in my school. Then I love, how my team was getting stronger and stronger throughout like harsh battles against other school. And if you're really into Japanese culture, you guys might have ever heard of working environment in Japan, and it's pretty much different from those in other countries. And what I mean by different is it's uncomfortable, and you might get scolded by your manager, or like mainly because of your mistakes. Well, I haven't, because I was a good worker.
Yeah, boy.
And also, people used to get fired without being informed. And what is worse, they pay you less money, like the same amount of money. Like even though everything in Japan is getting pricey, and then the economy in Japan is so bad right now, like currency, all the stuff, it's getting worse right now, but tell you the same or less amount of money. So for example, if you go to convenience store, you might find one tuna mayo onigiri, and then that was less than 100 yen, like back in 5 years ago, like before COVID. But now it's 130 yen, like it's crazy now. Like all the things happening in Japan, it's getting so pricey, everything is getting pricey. And what is more, people must work based on their policy. And then what is policy? Like you guys might have a question, and then what is policy? So the policy, what we mean is we work for customers, not for money. So basically when you encounter just a waitress in Japan, they don't get tips, like they can't receive tips basically. Yeah, I mean this always applied to almost everything. So you guys probably know Japan doesn't have a tipping culture. People, tend to work longer than their actual shifts. If you ever visited Japan before, like during summer time, like summer vacation, it's so bad. Like summer in Japan, it's so humid and hot. Like you guys might say, oh, my country is hot, like my country as super human and hot as well. Like, no, you guys gotta come to Japan in summertime. It's so bad. And then sometimes humidity goes up to like 70%, and when it's raining it might go up to like almost 90%. Like, it's crazy. And when you see local people in suits, like when it's summer and then commuting to their workplace, like, you guys can't do that shit, right? Like, you guys basically can't do that. Like, they're too accustomed to that environment, and then people think that's normal. But on the other hand, nature in Japan is so cool and beautiful. Like, what I don't really like about nature in Japan is basically there's not that a lot of beaches in Japan compared to other countries. That's what I heard about nature in Japan. But other than that, like, everything is perfect. Like, you get to see sakura when you're visiting Japan, like early April. When you go to the countryside, you may see, beautiful architecture or like beautiful rivers. And last but not least, snow. Like, it's very important when you visit in Japan. Well, Google said 20% of tourists from other countries come to Japan only for skiing or maybe snowboarding. Well, I got so much to talk about this. So basically, people in Japan could barely speak English or like other languages besides Japanese. That's why some old people could be racist to some tourists from other countries, and even most of younger generations have never had non-Japanese friends. The ranking of EPI, which stands for English Proficiency Index, has announced that Japan has marked itself at 92nd on the ranking. It sounds very crazy, even though Japan is like well-organized, well-developed country, and our English still sucks. And that's mainly because our English education in high school or junior high school. So if you try to speak English in English classes, you might basically embarrass yourself. So when you try to speak English, some people are gonna make fun of you if your English is not correct or like grammarly correct. And this is also why I'm trying to move out of Japan. I don't want to raise my kids in Japan because I think they're not gonna be able to speak English as much as I can now. Like, they could have conservative mindset because living in Japan. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about this that much in this video, but some people say Japan can't be that diverse, compared to the United States, Australia. I mean, Japan needs to conserve our unique culture, but still though, we need English skills to be able to talk to a random English-speaking man and then guide him to close the toilet. Like, it has to happen. So this is the end of the video. This was my first time talking about Japan. Please be nice to me. I'm not a professional. Like, some of the things I said in this video might be wrong. So yeah, this was just my opinion. So yeah, just be nice to them. And of course, leave like comments if you would like to know other things about Japan. Like, I'm gonna 100% respond to it. So yeah, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button. So see you in the next video. Bye.